welcome to my garden. Bienvenue dans votre jardin. Benvenuti nel mio giardino. It's a beautiful day, 1st of July, 2009, here in the Vista neighborhood of Los Angeles, and I'd like to take you on a little tour of my garden. Let's have a look over here first. This old brick patio has been here for many years and was pretty empty until a couple of months ago, and I thought, gee, we need to define this space a little bit better. And so, with the addition of some of these large clay pots, I went to work trying to create some color as well as some spatial definitions. So, we have some coleus here, we have some geranium here. These two geraniums actually are over 20 years old. We brought these from our old house years ago. This old banner of the hummingbird has been sitting in the basement unused for 5 or 6 years, so I thought I'd resurrect it like a phoenix from the ashes. There's my new windsock with the cardinal birds on it. There's another banner over there, which those of you who know us will understand. I don't think it needs more explanation than that. Okay, let's go into the rest of the garden. This way. You can see how nicely impatiens will do in pots if they're in the right place. Pink dot does really nicely as well. That's this plant with a little bit of sun and a lot of shade. I'm using impatiens here to give a kind of carpet on either side of the entrance to the garden. I put these in just the day before Easter in mid-April. Up above we have the king of the garden, our pepper tree, California pepper tree. Been here probably as long as the house, maybe 80 years, I don't know, maybe less. Obviously it gives us all the shade in the world that we need and gives us beautiful filtered light on everything underneath. Let's have a look under and around the tree. This is more pink dot. Now I put these plants in maybe 3 years ago, and every November, December they die down, and if you cut the stalks, they'll come back in a couple of months. So they've come back stronger every year. And I love the different textures of colors of pink, green, very dark pink, and it's completely unpredictable how they will develop. And they also have a wonderful property. They propagate themselves. So for example, over here, I didn't plant any of these. This whole area was colonized by the plants from under the tree. Sometimes nature takes its own course. Here's a gardenia bush, which has been here probably 20, 25 years. I just recently pruned it, so it's just coming back nicely. Let's swing over here and have a look at use some banners to give a little bit of flowery color up above. Zinnias on that banner. Our old hydrangea bush is coming in this year in both blue and pink shades. A little smaller than usual, but looking healthier than it has in a long time. Here's my baby. My pot in a fountain. Oh, my fountain in a pot. This is something that I put together a few weeks ago. I found a beautiful 27-inch Vietnamese pot with a fish scale pattern on it, and read up on the simple plumbing that would transform it into a fountain. It's sitting on a sump box, which is about a cubic foot in size underneath. There's a small statuary pump that pumps the water up to a height of almost 3 feet. And as you can see, I filled the pot with beach pebbles almost to the top and have managed to balance the pot so that it overflows on all sides. That was a little bit tricky. These pots are not made very evenly. And I used beach pebbles all around and planted as many lilies as I could. And I think they look nicely against my French lavender bush. I also did a lot of work here in the flower bed. This was all empty for the last couple of years, and I decided to fill it in, being inspired by my sister Marie. I found some corydyne here, a beautiful red one for the corner, and I found two smaller ones in different colors for the center. We have a golden euonymus bush here and there, and then I can't remember the name of this one, this bush with beautiful small gray-green leaves. My two favorites are over here. This is called razzleberry, which has new leaves red and the old leaves green. I like the contrast between the two. I think this is my favorite. It's called kaleidoscope abelia. Beautiful yellow-green leaves with tiny white-pink flowers. Even my gladioli decided to come up nicely this year. It's been so cool that they're coming up late. They're about a month behind schedule. Okay, let me explain to you a little bit about my inspiration for the fountain. A couple of years ago, my dear buddy gave me this book as a birthday present, and it's called Water Garden by Philip Swindells, and it's got all kinds of ideas for creating water in your garden. And here's a picture of the fountain in a pot, which inspired me to try to create this one. Swindells also does a nice job in explaining to you the basic steps you need to take to create this kind of a fountain. And this fountain, I guess, wouldn't be here were it not for this gift. And here's what my friend wrote, his inscription: for the man with someday plans to have a backyard fountain, here's a book to inspire you. Well, that was inspirational. And as a matter of fact, the birthday card that came with this book has on the front of it a quotation from somebody important to me, Marcus Aurelius. And it says, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive." This is a great space to feel alive in, especially on a beautiful summer day like this. So I'd like to thank my cameraman and cinematographer, Ronaldo Fellini. Thank you so much for helping me create this video, this message to friends and family. Come visit me in the garden. Bye.